this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 41 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. Fells has it, left side. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They go with Chubb on second down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Third down, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Here we go. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This is Chubb, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield being chased out left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now the try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Dallas Cowboys, they're 7-5 now and really playing energized football these last few weeks. How much of this has to do with Amari Cooper? I mean, you look at the win against New Orleans, they just looked dominant.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? And you go back to Thanksgiving night against Washington, Amari Cooper was dominant himself. He is a part of it and a good part of it, but to me it's still Ezekiel Elliott really being activated as a ball carrier, and that allows Dak Prescott to throw off a play action and be much more effective.
And now it's 7-5, leading their division. You mentioned the win over Washington. It's a 4-game win streak after the victory against the Saints. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Prescott yet again. They'll roll him out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And again, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Prescott on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track. We're looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
On second down, Elliott. Bust through the tackle. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is...
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Quick look ahead to Week 14 and what's on tap. A couple of good games, at least historically. Pittsburgh and Oakland and Philly and Dallas.
And all of a sudden, I'm 8 years old again. Because Pittsburgh and Oakland, when I hear those names, I'm thinking, who's going to win and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl? That's what it felt like when I was growing up. How about the one that's got flexed in? The Rams and Bears playing in Soldier Field on Sunday night.
Yeah, that'll be good. And then Vikings-Seahawks on Monday night. So 2 great ones to finish off the weekend.
Yeah, these teams are fighting for wild card spots. And, of course, maybe even a division title or 2.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Watching that, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They pitch it to Chubb. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down, Mayfield. And this is caught by Fowles, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Mayfield, dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku from 21 yards away. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Flushed out right. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And down he'll go at the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this will be caught at the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Rolling to his left. His throw incomplete. Cooper again the target. That'll bring up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Play action now, Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Gone! Detroit!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And some room to work. A big C